what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. you know, I kind of enjoy doing the Steph Curry video, uh, the Steph Curry video that I dropped. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of talking about not a specific topic that's going on in the sports world, especially since there's really nothing going on in the sports world as I sit here on July 10th and there's nothing going on. So I don't know when I'm going to post this. I might post this Friday. I might post this whenever. But, this is timeless content right here. And this video is called, Was It Worth Ruining Your Legacy? And this is starring Kevin Durant. I want to give a shout out to Chronicles of Judah. He's kind of the one that kind of gave me these ideas to do these videos. You know what I'm saying? He's a Patreon guy. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, I'll put it to you like this. Kevin Durant was so beloved by basketball fans, by basketball media. It's crazy to me how just 10 years ago, 2014, he won the MVP. He gave a shout out to the Most High. He gave a shout out to his mom. He gave a shout out to his brother, I think. He gave a shout out to his team and stuff. He was beloved. He had that whole "you're the MVP" speech, whatever the case may be. And the Most High is always the MVP, obviously. But listen to his he was just beloved. And then in 2016, he goes to Golden State. And he's still living that effect right now. People hated him in Golden State, unless you're a Warriors fan. I didn't personally hate him. I had no problem with him going to. But let me give that disclaimer. This disclaimer: I have no problem with KD going to the Warriors. I have no problem with KD does with his career. The NBA is a business. Do what you got to do. But I'm talking about from the regular fan base. I'm talking about from the casual fan. I might be talking about it from the hardcore fans. There's a lot of hardcore fans that have a problem with what KD did. You know what I'm saying? But KD going to the Warriors, he's still living that effect right now. He's still trying to find a home somewhere. His home was in OKC. He can't, he should go back to OKC. I'm pretty sure OKC will take him back, but it's looking like he's not going back to OKC. And, when it comes to this, when it comes to Kevin Durant, it's like, was it worth going to OKC to get 2 rings that no one cares about? Well, let's be for real. When you think about Kevin Durant, do those 2 rings in OKC, do you really think about that? Let's be for real. When you think of Kevin Durant, you think of OKC Kevin Durant. Then you think of the Nets. Then you might think of Golden State. Let's be for real. Kevin Durant, with his shoe being on the line and almost beating Giannis in a 7-game series in 2021 is more memorable than those 2 championships he won in Golden State. The finals that he lost to LeBron James and the Miami Heat is more memorable. Him blowing a 3-1 lead to Golden State back in 2015 is more memorable. Like, it is crazy how, and this is the topic of this video, was him going to Golden State worth ruining his legacy? Now, granted, obviously in the long term, when, this society's over, when we're all dead, you know what I'm saying? When we all pass on to the judge world to wait our judgment from the Most High, people are going to be like, well, Kevin Durant's a 2-time champion. People who didn't watch and people who really don't know the history. But at the same time, it's like, I'm going to keep it real. Do people really even count Kevin Durant's championships? Ever since Steph Curry won that 2022 championship, ain't nobody care about Kevin Durant's championships. And I'm going to keep it real with you. When you look at someone like a Charles Barkley, a Patrick Ewing, a Dominique Wilkins, a Tracy McGrady, a Vince Carter, who else can I think of off the top of my head? Allen Iverson. Those guys don't respect Kevin Durant's 2 championships because those guys carried their team. Those guys carried their team and be like, listen, we were the alpha on our teams. Yeah, we lost, but we were the alpha. We didn't team up with Kobe or Tim Duncan or LeBron or, I don't know, We didn't team up with Shaq. We carried our teams to the best of our abilities. You didn't do that, Kevin Durant. You teamed up with Steph Curry. Once again, I have no problem with it. But at the same time, it's like this goes back to the point, bringing it full circle. Was Kevin Durant going to the Warriors worth ruining his legacy? Because the Kevin Durant in OKC, he's gone. Ain't nobody care about him. No one told. Let's be for real. Does anybody care? Like this dude, Kevin Durant, he's about to get traded, and nobody cares. He's on Team USA, and people care more about Curry and LeBron. It's crazy how a guy's reputation is ruined because of a decision that he made. Once again, I have no problem with Kevin Durant going to Golden State. You're a free agent. You can go wherever you want. You want to win a championship. This game is about football, basketball, baseball, boxing, UFC. It's all about winning championships. And Kevin Durant is a two-time champion, two-time final MVP. But let's be for real. Nobody cares and nobody gives him credit at all. At all. And I'm really thinking, would Kevin Durant choose a different place besides Golden State to go to win a championship? Would it? Let's just. I read the articles, right? Because I was gonna do a video on what if Kevin Durant didn't go to Golden State, and I read the articles. He said he was he was gonna re-sign with OKC. If he re-signed with OKC, and you know what? Let's think about this. Kevin Durant left OKC because he wanted to win a ring, and he knows you can't win a ring with Russell Westbrook, right? We all know this, and I love Russell Westbrook, but he's not a championship player. What if Kevin Durant said, listen, if you want me to resign, trade Russell Westbrook for whatever, get a better coach. Like Kevin Durant could have literally, matter of fact, time out. I just thought of something. Kevin Durant, you could have been the LeBron James in OKC. You could have been the LeBron James in OKC. You could have signed 1-year deals and had them, all right, I'm signing this 1-year deal, but you got to do this, that, and third to make me sign long term. And then if they did it, okay, I'm gonna sign maybe a 1-year deal, but you gotta do this, that, and third. You could have constructed OKC the best way you could have and got the coach that you want to. I'm not saying it's a guaranteed championship, but people will respect you more than what they respect you now. Kevin Durant's a walking meme. Nobody cares about him and nobody respects him. And I'm gonna keep it real. People be like, well, Kevin Durant doesn't care. He's a millionaire. He's whatever, blase, blase. I disagree. If Kevin Durant didn't care so much, why is he always clapping back at people on Twitter and Instagram? Anytime you criticize Kevin Durant going to Golden State, him losing in the playoffs, him doing this, that, and the third, he's always clapping back. And it don't matter what age you are. You could be 55 years old or you could be 15 years old. He going to clap back at you. Remember when he was going back at it with that little 17, 18-year-old talking about, yo, go dust up your college dorm room. You a bum. You a nerd, this, that, and the third. He does not care. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is beyond crazy how a guy who's been an MVP, who everybody beloved, and I liked Kevin Durant back in the day. I mean, I still like KD, even though I think he's somewhat diminishing, but it's just beyond me. And I want to ask you people, you know what I'm saying? Was it worth, and even random editor, I know you're a Golden State fan, but I want you to be unbiased, you know what I'm saying? But everybody in the chat, was it worth ruining your legacy to, let's be for real, no one gives him credit for those Golden State rings, especially since Steph Curry won without him twice, before and after him. Ain't nobody care about them rings. People saying Curry was the guy, which he was, which I agree with. And what has Kevin Durant done since he left Golden State? He hasn't even been to one conference championship. He got bounced in the first round this year. He got bounced in the second round last year with the Suns. He got bounced in the first round with the Nets. He got bounced in the second round with the Nets again by Giannis. And then the year before that, I think he was injured with the ACL tear. You know what I'm saying? But that's the question. Was it worth ruining your legacy? You know what I'm saying? But that's it. That's all. Once again, let me know if you guys enjoy these topics. You know what I'm saying? Especially with it being July. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, well, as I'm recording this, it's July. But let me know. I might, some news might drop this week, and I might have to cover that for whatever. But let me know if you enjoy this content. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you enjoyed this content. It is what it is. RJ out.